Hello, thank you very much for clicking my link and coming along and looking at my first video. So, as you know, I'm Jack, this is my beautiful wife Danny, and we've just recently got an allotment, and I thought I would make a little video to show you guys the progress of the first couple of weeks. So as you can see, it's a bit of a state. Whoever had it previously burned all of their sheds and all their nice stuff in spite of us getting a new one. And it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. As you can see, the fences are completely broken. The shed is knackered. But the committee mentioned multiple times about the fence, so we made that our first priority. Got me big old cup of coffee, me Rocky Peas on, and got to work. So as you can see, I am missing loads of fence panels at the top. That's going to be a later job. For now, just needed to pick up the actual panels that were on the floor and repair the broken slats. So that's all done. That's up, and now onto the shed. As you can see, it's very loved, very weathered. The roof is got a skylight installed, so we went on to waterproofing that with a bit of plastic, and then replacing some of the broken panels. So using like the serrated, whatever you say, the plastic shit for the roof anyway. And then off with that old lock, the key was snapped inside anyway, put a nice new one on, but the doors kept catching, so I tried to get a plane, tried to sand it, plane it. That didn't work. Cut a bit off the bottom, still didn't work, and that's that thing I couldn't pronounce. That's me putting it on. But yeah, anyway, with the doors, had to take them off, cut a bit off the bottom, still didn't work, so I lifted a floor paving slab, dug underneath that. Job's a good one. This is the shed. The floor of the shed is knackered, absolutely cream crackered. So in an attempt to start fixing it, I found a bit of wood, and instead of cutting the bit of wood to fit the shape in the floor, I cut the floor to fit the shape of the wood, because that's the kind of confused individual who you're dealing with here. But anyway, look at that. See how nicely that just slipped into place. As if I hadn't cut a floor before. And then I kind of jigsawed bits and pieces around the rest of the floor just to make it level and one height. But it looks massive in there with nothing in. So then, to get rid of some of that big space, I started building a potting bench, which now finished resembles very much like a bar. But anyway, yeah, so trying my hand at a bit of carpentry. I'm absolutely awful, but I'm trying. And this is me looking very smug outside after it was finished. This is the allotment that we're dealing with. So it's a huge space. It's Danielle, how are you at work? And you know, you will see lots of other updates, photos and stuff that Danny's put on. We'd done the pumpkin patch, and the boys came down, let them plant a seed each, plant their pumpkins. So we're gonna have a bit of a competition, see who's getting big ones for Halloween. Danny throwing slugs at us or something, I don't know. Me looking very happy or aggressive with a watering can. Now, these little sunflowers, these are just a daft thing to go while we're clearing, something that will grow and we'll be able to see quickly. Some rhubarb. Been giving away lots of rhubarb, found 4 or 5 patches. So, but look, these little tomato plants that one of my neighbours gave to us. I'm so made up with the community at the allotments. Like, it's amazing how nice everyone is. They're all giving us loads of stuff. This is the first biggest project we've did. If you have a look at the state of this, it was this previously and after. Obviously I'd finished. Decided to de-weed all of this first. It was a huge area, so I thought it would make a biggest visual difference. Got rid of that, and then even, you know, kind of after pulling up all the weeds underneath, we discovered was absolutely rife with like a whole rooting system underneath. So after trying to sweep and break in my brush, oh no, broken brush, you know, steadily, little bit by little bit, cleared this all out and thought that we had cracked it. But then at the very last minute, we decided to peel back the there's a snippet of those tomato plants I've been given, separated and put into pots. But yeah, there's me about to ruin a lovely pot and shed. Not pot and shed, I don't know what I'm on about. It's a little polytunnel that was had been put up by someone. It was all rotted. It had been attached to a raised bed. The raised bed had then rotted and broken, and the top was no good. So I took it off. And then these are some Turkish cucumbers. We're going to try the tomato plants again. They're looking very wilty. They have come a bit more to life. Me looking very smug with said plants. I don't know why I've got this picture of pots with holes in. These are Danielle sprouts. This is, I'm an idiot. If you know me personally, I'm an idiot. Lock the keys inside the shed. The allotment's got a gated front. Couldn't get in. Locked the keys in there. Anyway, long story short, managed to sneak in and get them, and now everyone's happy. Another little progress snap. And then here, this is what I'm on about. I pulled that back and you can see on the ground all of the roots that had went underneath. So I'd cleared all the little squares and I thought I'd won. But then outside of the squares was this chaos. So I thought, long-term plan, let's clear it up, let's get it gone. So I thought I'd just dig up where the roots had come from and pull them off from the surface. Well, little did I know that that isn't as easy as it is. So Danielle looking very pleased with herself there after getting some minging roots up. And then this little tiller thing was left in the shed, so I was like, I'm gonna have a go. I'm gonna turn a little bit, and it's much harder than it looks. But I'd started. Do you know what I mean? I'd started. I couldn't not finish it. So after a full day, put your boobs away, man. Oh, look at them back tits. Right, so anyway, yeah, after a day doing that, managed to turn it all over. Met a new friend, that's Ricky. Hey, Ricky! Anyway, I'll do another video of next week's progress. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me rabble. Now I can take a breath.